Hi, everybody. Welcome to Move the Needle. My name is Marlana Semenza, and I am a photographer and visual strategist, and I help frame the way you are seen and understood by your audience and clients. And today's guest is Johan. Johan, tell us your full name and what you do.
My name is Johan Majlov. I'm the CEO of Linda Mansions International. So I do as little as possible. That's what I used to say that, but now it's a total different story. That's for sure.
So what would be your one tip for us to move the needle on our business or brand?
Yeah, that is a very, very hard question. I think that if you're going to have one thing that you would do, I think that the thing that made me most interested, or the things that I could come up with, is to try to rethink the business, depending on what type of business you have. Like, because there's a new normal, right? Or we don't even know what we're talking about. We try to sound so sophisticated as if we know what we're talking about. Nobody has a single clue. But I was listening to a person who was working in the restaurant industry, and she told me, well, that was an interview on radio actually, that the margin on a restaurant is very, very limited. So if you open up 25% of a business, you will never make it. There's no way you will make it on 25%. So opening up a little bit is nice, but you can't make money on it. So her discussion was we have to do something different. And when I look at my business, I can say for us to be able to travel to our customers, to go into a place and interact with people, that's going to be so far away that I can't even imagine how that actually is going to happen right now. So I think for me will be to be totally open to rethink what you actually are doing and how you can make money in a different way using the same skill set. I only know what I know, right? It's very hard to quickly know enough to build a business, right, from nothing. But I think to be creative and open, because sometimes you're protective of your business. You talk about it very passionately for a long time as if this is the shit, like this is how you do it. We're so happy. Right. And then suddenly that doesn't work anymore. Then you obviously, to me, I'm thinking just rebooting, lift yourself out of the mud and see if you can come up with another way of doing the business if you had a chance to start from scratch. And I have learned stuff now about me and my business that I would never learn without this happening. So it's not all bad. It's actually a lot of good things that come out of having to be isolated like this, basically. Yeah. I think that's short. I don't know if it makes sense to anybody else, but it makes a lot of sense to me right now at this very moment.
No, it makes a lot of sense to me too, because I know for me as well, I've had to take the thing that I love and I can't go out and do that anymore. So it's at least not right now. So it's how can I still serve people doing what I love and what I know, but in a different way.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think that's the trick. And then it's not easy to be creative on demand, right? So if you can't be calm enough because you're stressed and worried about survival and money and stuff like that, then it's really hard. And not everybody's creative. I mean, in your job, you have to be creative. Otherwise you will never be successful, right? I used to be a photographer in the army with zero creativity when it comes to photography. I was probably the most boring photographer there around, right? But in the business I'm in, I know a lot of people who are creative. So we can bring it in. Not everything's going to be a good idea, but if you have that demand on creativity that has to be good as well, then you shouldn't be bothered with it. Then you should do something totally different, right? But yeah, and then because the problem is that you don't know what happens to the customer now. You don't know how they think, right? What's coming into their minds. They might also rethink their whole approach to things. You have no idea, right? And then you can sit down and try to sound like you know what you're talking about, but the only thing you're sure is that you have no idea what you're saying really about somebody else, because I hardly know enough of my business at this very moment. So yeah, so you need to be agile, flexible, and come up with really awesome ideas. And it's easier for me to do that with a team of people that I really trust, who doesn't question every idea, because that is a bad idea. Disney they wrote a book about Disney, and the headline is, it's called The Disney Way: Dream, Believe, Dare, Do. It's like the subtitle of the tagline. Loved the book, but the idea was to go in and first dream up crazy shit. Sorry, I'm swearing all the time now. Crazy stuff, and then look at what you believe in of those things. And what do you dare to actually move? Because you might not have money, you might not have resources, whatever. And what would you do from that? And I use that process. So I try to talk to people and see what can we do to follow that. You can do that online easily.
That's great advice.
Dream, believe, dare, do. I like it.
I like it too. Thank you so very much for that.